Okay, this is a basic installation overview of the wiring portion for the dimmer control switch powered by the 12-volt adapter plug. This is also referred to as a simple plug-in power option or an alternative to hard wiring. The dimmer control switch as well as the 12-volt plug will work the same for all models of vehicles, and this is including the R171 SLK. Okay, here's what we're referring to when we mention the dimmer control module or dimmer control switch with remote control. And here's what we're referring to when we say 12-volt plug or adapter. Now this control box can be placed in several different positions inside the vehicle. You'll either want to place it behind a panel, inside a compartment, possibly behind a carpeted wall, or in a little cubbyhole area inside the trunk. If you want, you can refer to the model-specific instructions. It may have some suggestions. If not, you'll simply want to find a place that's out of the way of any levers that your convertible top may have, so that it will not destruct when closing and opening your top. Okay, with any of our standard wind restrictors, single color illumination, you'll see a red and black coming off, or a positive and negative coming off the windscreen. If you do have a pair of black wires, you'll want to look for the side that is printed or has an indentation. That will be the positive. After the wind restrictor is installed, according to the model-specific instructions that are contained in the box, simply take the positive and negative wire and connect it from the wind restrictor to the output side of the dimmer box. It is very important at this point that you connect it to the proper side of the dimmer control box. If you have it reversed and connect it to the input side, then your product will not function properly. You must connect the positive and negative wire coming off of the wind restrictor to the output side of the dimmer box, and please ensure that you have a very good connection inside the terminals. So on the output side, you'll put the negative to negative and the positive to positive. Okay, now you'll want to take the 12-volt plug adapter and take the positive and negative. The positive will have a red thing on the end, or it will have printed text on the wire. Connect the positive and negative to the input side of the dimmer control module. Again, connect the 12-volt plug to the input side of the dimmer control module. Positive to positive and negative to negative. After you do this, you will be ready to plug in the 12-volt plug into the socket that's found in your vehicle. Some are under the dash, some are on the dash, some are in an armrest or a console. You'll need to locate the 12-volt slot that is in your vehicle to plug it in. A lot of people will refer to those sockets as cigarette lighter plugs or plug adapters. You'll want to find the location on your vehicle and simply plug in the plug. Once you do this, you are going to have power to the dimmer now and to the product. You're going to need to take out the remote control and hit the on-off button. When you activate the remote, your product should produce illumination. Be sure that you're in a shaded area so that you can actually see the light, or in a garage, preferably no sunlight present, or you won't be able to see it very bright. If for some reason you cannot get the product to illuminate, you're going to want to check one of several things. First thing, you're going to want to make sure that you're holding the button down on the remote control. Now the on-off button works when you just press it once, but you actually have to hold the button down for the up and down keys, or else you will not see a significant change in the illumination, and it may appear even to not work if you just simply press the button once or press the button several times in a row. So again, you want to hold the button down in order to change the illumination intensity. If the product is still not lighting up, go ahead and strip back more of the insulation on the wire and reinsert it into the receptacles so that it gets a better connection inside the dimmer control. Then test the product again. Now, if you're going to reinsert the wires into these receptacles, I do suggest you unplugging the adapter so that you do not risk a chance of touching the two wires together and blowing a fuse. If you feel like it's too much of a task to perform the work yourself, please take the product to your local dealership or stereo shop, or anybody basically that's familiar with positive and negative wiring. They may be able to assist you. If you do need assistance from us, please feel free to contact us via email at sales@windrestrictdoor.com. Good luck with your installation of your new wind restrictor.